Hello and welcome to a new class with me today here on the Embodied Flow YouTube channel. I'm Helga and I'm super happy to connect with you. So when you are ready at home for your class, just grab your yoga mat and place it somewhere in your home where you feel comfortable, and then come and sit here just as I am in the middle of the mat. So I've got a yoga brick just underneath me. If you have a yoga brick at home, you can use that. Otherwise, you can grab it like a big book, a blanket, a folded blanket, or a pillow, whatever you want if you just want to be a bit more elevated and comfortable. And also keep the yoga strap, so the one that wraps around your mat, just to hand, because we're going to use it a little bit later in the class. So in a seated position, maybe cross-legged, just taking a moment to arrive today. And just scanning through your body, maybe it's the morning, maybe it's the afternoon. How do you feel so far? No judgment. But making an intention to sort of sitting a little bit upright, a little bit elevated from the floor. Opening a bit the heart space here, the body, letting yourself just soften a little bit, maybe closing the eyes and just following my voice. And feeling your breath now, just breathing normally and letting your inhales and exhales flow naturally in and out of your body. Softening the face a little bit as well, the forehead, the ears. Letting the shoulders be relaxed too. Maybe taking the tongue away from the roof of the mouth, just relaxing all the teeth. And as you sit here, alive but completely relaxed, I'm just going to go through a really nice yogi breath that I like and that we sometimes do in a yoga class. And you're welcome to do that breath throughout today's class as much as you want. And that breath is called the Ujjayi breath. And it's basically all done through the nose. So I inhale softly through the nose and then I exhale throughout the nose as well. And you can really hear the exhale. It's like a bit like the sound of the ocean. So I'm going to do it now, and you're welcome to join me if you want in your seated position. So yogi Ujjayi breath here, inhaling through nostrils. And then audible breath out through the nose, sort of sitting in the throat a little bit. So I really like this breath. As I said, to me sounds like the breeze of the ocean waves. And in a yoga class, this breath can just help you feel a bit more connected and present in the poses. So let's do a few rounds of this Ujjayi breath together, just in your own time. And you're really not forcing like the inhale and the exhale to be anything intense, but you are really exhaling, emptying all of your breath, all of your lungs on the exhale, and that's why you hear this audible breath. And wherever you are, make this Ujjayi breath your last one. Beautiful. Now, if you were sitting on a brick or on a pillow, just softly take that away and out to the side here. And come and sit with your legs extended out on the mat. So take your time, no sudden movements. gentle with your body. So you can have the legs close to each other. They don't have to be like super, super straight, but relatively straight. And then you can take the palms of hands here just alongside your hips, straightening your back and just looking right in front of you. Continuing to breathe. And this should feel already quite nice here in the hamstrings, in the legs. So just lifting yourself slightly here, the upper body straight with the hands to really feel into the straight legs. Now staying as you are, just walking your hands a little bit further down, so away from your buttocks. They can come closer together, maybe fingertips or on the fists or flat palms. And then all we're gonna do is just to come and open the heart space, squeeze a little bit the shoulders and let the head tilt back. Breathing here as well, just letting your head soften. Letting all the tension in your neck just really melt away here. Really, really soften and relax the face. And we're almost stretching the neck here, the front of the chin, the neck. And then coming back to your straight position, looking right in front of you. This time, slowly lifting your arms up to sky, feeling your sitting bones anchor even deeper into the earth. And finding stillness in this pose, looking right ahead, arms up to sky. And you can have active hands if you want, space between the fingers. Feeling into your shoulders and upper back. As you sit here, very straight, nice and tall. And softly let the hands fall back down. Let there be a little bit more space now between your feet. And bring your right hand to left toes. So definitely just take your time if you want to readjust a bit. Just soft embodied movements, and then grabbing right hand to left toes. And if you want, looking over to the left side here behind you, just really feeling into that stretch. You can have a very soft micro bend in the knee if that feels good. You definitely shouldn't feel any pain anywhere. So just do this movement also in your own way, whatever works for you. Always connecting to your breath. Ujjayi breath here is beautiful. If you want to join me, you can do the Ujjayi breath here. And then over to the other side, softly and gracefully grabbing hold of your right toes with your left arm and just feeling into this side. Does it feel slightly different? And of course, if the hand doesn't quite reach the toes, if that's too much of a stretch here, then the hand can just simply touch the shin or the ankle as well. I think I'm gonna go for that on this side. I'm feeling a bit more stiff here. And then looking over to the right side behind you. And there shouldn't be any tension anywhere. You should not be holding a firm sort of hold anywhere in your muscles in your body. This should be quite soft and open for you. And just in your own time, finding the front again and joining your soles of feet in butterfly. And we're gonna come into a reclined butterfly. So joining the soles of feet here together, walking your butt maybe closer to the heels, and then we're gonna come and lay the back down. So reclined butterfly. Take your time with this one. Letting the back of the head find the earth. And take your time with the back as well. You should definitely be feeling the upper back, middle back, and lower back just melt into the earth. You can push the lower back a bit and the middle back into the mat if you need, if there's a gap, and readjust maybe the hips, take them off the ground and then back. Letting your knees completely fall out to the side. There shouldn't be any control here, trying to keep them up. If this hurts the lower back in any way, feel free to put your hands under each butt cheek, just for more support. Finding stillness on the mat today in reclined butterfly. Letting your hips soften. Connected through earth and sky here. Supported by the gravity of the earth on your mat. And on your next full inhale, simply join the feet together with the helps of your hands, legs touching with the soles of feet still on the mat, knees bent. And we're simply gonna come and let the knees fall out to the right side. You can have your hands on your belly or on the floor. So knees out to the right side. Option to look over to your left side here for a deeper twist. And taking knees back to center, head back to center, letting your knees fall out to the left side. Option to take your gaze here out to right side if you want. And come back to center. So if you had a yoga brick or maybe a pillow or a book, grab that now and place that under your lower back for supported shoulder stand. If you didn't have one of those, that's fine. You can still do the supported shoulder stand, but just without the prop with your hands. So I'll demonstrate. If you didn't have any prop, just simply place your hands under your lower back here, right under your buttocks, and then lift your legs up, and that would be your pose. And if you had a little brick, then just simply place that here under the lower back, and then lift your legs beautifully up to sky. Let yourself just melt here, flow up in the air. And this is a beautiful way of relieving the spine and also let the blood circulation flow really nicely here, a bit upside down. This is very calming and restorative. You're very welcome to take the Ujjayi breath here if you fancy. Softly take your legs down and take away the props or the hands. And find a seated position in your own time in the middle of the mat. So I'm going to be sitting on my heels here, but you're welcome to be cross-legged or just sit in any way you want, as long as your back is straight. And come and grab your little strap that you had from your yoga mat. If you didn't have a strap, you can also just grab a t-shirt at home or anything that you can sort of hold like this. So I'm actually going to turn around just so you see better what I'm doing, but you keep facing me as you were. So in your seated position, grab that strap or that t-shirt. So take your right hand above your head and then back of head, and then try to walk your hands closer like this. If you are already quite flexible in your shoulders and you don't need the strap, you could also just try without. So for me, that's quite difficult to reach, so I do prefer to use the strap, so whatever option you want to do. And then once you've found your position, just breathe a little bit into this. And we're not collapsing down or to the front, we're really opening the chest and just letting that shoulder stretch settle in. And then slowly change the hand. So this time the left hand is going to come up and behind your head. You might notice that one shoulder, one arm is stiffer than the other, maybe not. So no judgment here, just really being present in your body, taking a time for this stretch. Just looking right ahead, and the back is relatively straight. We're not arching the back too much here. And on your next breath, softly release the hands and put your strap away to one side. And come and find a beautiful child's pose. So tabletop perhaps first. Taking the knees really wide out to the side, big toes touching or close. And then simply walking your hands to the front of the mat, letting your head or forehead or nose fall on the mat. If the floor feels far away, you can put your hands underneath your head. And in your child pose, stay as you are, but come into a thread the needle. So right hand is going to thread under the left armpit, and the right side of the face is now on the mat. And other side, left arm under right armpit, left side of face on the mat. Big nice inhale and lift yourself back up to a tabletop. For our final pose of today's beautiful soft class. So camel pose is definitely one of my favorite poses. Really good to connect a little bit with the back, to strengthen, to close practice, but also to open the heart space and just really give yourself a little gift of presence. So if you have not done camel pose before, I'm just going to demonstrate. So coming here up on the knees and tucking the toes under. And you're gonna connect to your lower back and core and sort of really lock that in. So you wanna almost squeeze a bit the belly and strengthen the lower back here so you're really, really strong. And then the arms come behind. I open here the chest, look up. And then I lean down, pushing my pubic bones to sky. Hands find the heels. So take your time for this pose, no rush. Strong back and core, remember. Squeezing the glutes here for more support as well. And really letting your head fall back behind your shoulders. And then to release this pose, you would simply strengthen your lower back and belly again. Take one hand off, place it on your stomach, and then push through here to the front and take the other arm as well. So feel free to come back into this pose if this was your first try. Just take a moment to come back. And then feel free to try that pose again one more time. And then come out of the pose whenever you are ready to close the practice together. You can face me just here at the front in the middle of the mat in your seated position, just like we started. Joining the hands together at the heart center, finding gratitude and happiness for today's movement practice. I hope you feel good, present, and well. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Take care.